Consider, if you will, a Sunday night in Columbus, Ohio, a city of black and gold, a stadium full of hope, and a scoreboard that for 80 minutes told a story of lions ahead and a crew in chaos. But this is not a story about winning, nor is it entirely a story about losing. It's something far stranger, more unsettling. A story about a single point, a single goal, and a team of men who returned home having conquered absolutely nothing, and yet somehow everything. You are entering a place where the final whistle blows and no one quite knows whether to cheer or cry. A place called the In 90 Minutes Podcast. Welcome to a special Twilight Zone episode of the In 90 Minutes Podcast. I am your host this evening, Ahmed Salim, and alongside me are John and David. Misael couldn't be with us tonight, and I believe Luke will be joining us a bit later, hopefully. Welcome to One Point Monday. You know what? I always said a draw would feel like a win, and it actually did to some extent. It did. Um, but before we get into that, how are you gents doing today? Everybody, you guys doing all right?
Doing all right.
Doing great.
Good. I'm happy to hear that. Um, do we have a lot of news outside of the first team this week? About? We didn't get
Pride
touch on.
didn't play because it's the women's international break. They don't play until I think it's 24th. UCB did have their match Saturday against Chattanooga. She
Yeah,
lost.
they lost 3-1, I believe. But
Okay.
Chattanooga is a independent team. They put out out there, and we went out with our young kids. So not to excuse it, but that was the difference.
Really young too because Taifi's not really been on UCB, but Ellis and Reed Brown were with the senior team. So those were two guys that I'm sure dearly missed.
Nice.
And they play their next match is this Sunday. It's a home match against Carolina Core, 7 p.m. at Osceola Heritage Park. If you have season tickets, you automatically have tickets to this match
Yep. When is it?
Sunday.
Sunday. Okay. At 7 p.m. Sunday at 7. Sunday's date is the 19th. Sunday the 19th at 7 p.m. at Osceola Heritage Park, OCB. Go check them out. You won't be disappointed. All right. So for everybody watching, thank you as always for supporting the show. Please take a minute to just follow, like, and subscribe our socials. We usually are live on all major platforms. I had the Instagram feed working today. It is working actually. I thought it went down for some reason. But we're usually live on Facebook, TikTok, Instagram, X, YouTube. Definitely those. Twitch. So please just support the show any way you can. Help us grow the show. The show is for you all, and we thank you for watching. Okay. Any other news before we get into the first team?
Not that I can think of.
Okay. Adam, your dog trainer, thank you for watching. He says, Happy Monday. 1 point I will take. Well, I didn't see the rest of the comment. 1 point I will take, but I do feel like we should have gotten three. You know what? We could have gotten three. At one point, I mean, let's get into it, right? Let's get into it. So this past Sunday, the only game on MLS, Apple TV Season Pass, whatever it's called anymore. I don't know. Sunday Night Football, Sunday Night Soccer was Orlando City versus the Columbus Crew. We went out there, 7:30 p.m. We came out, and we came out. It looked like we came out on a positive note. We came out looking strong, and we were first to score within, I think it was like 20 minutes, within the first 20 minutes, right, John? Something like that.
Yeah, we scored in the 14th minute.
Yeah.
Uh, nice, nice half counter. Angulo drove the ball, made a nice pass to the goal line to Iago, and
Hmm.
Iago put it to Pasilic's left foot, just inside the penalty spot. And player of Pasilic's quality shouldn't miss from there, and he buried it in.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, that was probably the highlight of the match for most people. It was a great moment. It was just what you want to see. Um, that was about it though for me. From that point on, I don't know. It fell flat for me. Like we had opportunities that we didn't take advantage of, and I want to say right before we subbed off like our defensive players, like at that towards the end of the match, I felt like we were just holding on for the draw. I felt like we were back to the same old, you know, park the bus and hope for the best. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, David said something at halftime in our group text, and I think it just all goes back to the what these players know and the culture of the club.
Yep.
Um, and it kind of showed in the match. I mean, we went from kind of looking like we belonged, and even after we scored the goal, we did get more defensive, but we still had our opportunities,
Mm-hmm.
if you will. And it slowly, just kept getting worse and worse, where we were just, by the time, midway through the second half got here, the 60th minute or so, 65th, 70th minute or so, we were just defending the entire time. And it showed. And I mean, it doesn't help when two of your defenders go off within what 4 minutes of each other.
Yep.
The way Janssen went down, I saw when he went down at midfield, it kind of worried me the way he went down, how easily he went down. It's not like him to try to draw a foul,
Mm-hmm.
and that's kind of looked to me at first what it appeared, and then I got thought about it for a little bit, and I'm like, there's no way that he went down for a foul, and then sure enough, like the next thing you know, they show him on the ground, and the trainers come off or coming on, and then he's coming off, and it's just like him going off. Iago had probably his best game for us.
Mm-hmm.
The guy was everywhere on the defensive end.
So many
Make,
times he saved us. So
yes,
many times in front of that goal. Oh my gosh. So
and
many times.
I mean, it's just when you bring in guys playing out of position, and you have to bring in Tahir Reed Brown, who um, I sorry, Ahmed.
That's okay. We keep trying to bring David in.
we Ahmed brought him in, I brought him out, and we just kept clicking over each other. Um, and nothing against Tahir Reed Brown. His confidence is lacking right now,
Yeah.
and he just doesn't have it. Even when we watched him against Inter Miami 2 for OCB, you could tell that he was hesitant at times. Now you saw flashes, after Columbus scored the goal, he should have done a better job. Well, I shouldn't say he should have done a better job because if Angulo would have hustled back to reset the
Yep.
line,
Mm-hmm. That's
um,
what it was.
yeah, Rossi would have been offside by a mile, but he wasn't, and it made it's kind of what we're talking about. Um, being unselfish and playing for the badge and not yourself. And Angulo, yes, Angulo played a good game yesterday. Yeah, yesterday. But he was very lazy in that moment, and that one moment of laziness kept a man on side and led completely caused the Columbus goal because everybody else did their job well except for one man, and that legitimate split second, and it cost the team a goal, and that's one of those where you start to question if Janssen's on the field, does he do that? Because I have a feeling Janssen would have been all over him for that, you know.
Yep.
Or if Griezmann was here, would he have done that? Or if the manager was different, would he would he have done that? And you just those are the moments that define whether you're going to be not just a championship club, a club that is in the playoffs, a team that's in the playoffs or not. And those are the little things that set those teams apart.
Yeah. David, do you have anything you want to add?
Yeah, yeah. Hopefully my audio is good.
Yep, we hear you.
It wouldn't be a Monday without issues, right? No. To me, the game was a disappointment. We surrendered tons and tons of possession. If this was a Columbus podcast, we'll be here, angrily saying how many opportunities we had, and that Columbus could have won that game. We play the same game that we play against LAFC. Difference is, our rival was, no LAFC. No disrespect to Columbus, but LAFC made their shots. We had one shot on target, and it was a goal. We did nothing. We had three corners. They had, I don't know, nine. They had like the line, literally, no pun intended, the lion's share of the possession, and we didn't. And it ties are funny. If you are the one tying the game, they feel like a win. If you were winning the game and now you're tied, you lost 2 points in the process.
Yeah.
Um, it was a good building block, if you ask me. Bump us 2 spots in the playoff race. I'm the one that have argued we have to like grind points to stay afloat until the summer, when the club has promised wholesale changes. So it disappointing. I mean, we played better. The goal was exquisite. Piece of play for Orlando City, and Orlando City that we haven't seen like that in years. And I saw some comments about the fact that would you expect Martin to be different than Oscar after all those years? And the question is, the answer is no.
Yeah.
We have asked those questions before. Luke is one that,
I was just gonna say, this is when Luke would have said, "This is why I say you need to burn it all down, get rid of
yeah,
everybody."
burn it all down, and stop the infection, cut down the infected area. And we have said it. We had David, our friend David, on the David G on the extra last week. I was able to be part of that. I wasn't on the main show because of work, and he said it. He's like, it seems like the guy's not up to this level. There's nothing wrong with that. He was an average manager with OCB. And I don't expect him to, be a barn burner in MLS. He only knows one way of doing things, and that's usually what happens when you are under a mentorship situation, which is basically what an assistant is. And we are just basically playing Oscar's system without Oscar. That's how it is, And but you see flashes of what this team can be. with the the Brazuca boys there, the Brazilian kids that we brought in. And by the way, no disrespect to them, I'm almost 50, so yeah, they're kids to me. But it was good football at flashes. But surrendering the goal, had Robin been there, questions to be asked. Robin, I'll finish with this. Robin continues to prove that the man is gonna leave a club legend. What a footballer! But Father Time is finally tapping on his shoulder, and unfortunately, this may be the last year with him. So we gotta enjoy him.
I mean, it shows the issue and why we were, talking somebody like a Thomas Williams up the last 2 years when our defense is seemingly sole reliant, and really the whole team is sole reliant on one individual player. Um, and it's a player that, mind you, what 2 years before we signed him, he was a forklift driver for a horseshoe steel mill or what have you. I mean, it's not like we picked up Janssen from on a free from one of the giants of Europe coming off of a Champions League or anything like that. He was a nobody. And this isn't me hating on Janssen because I mean I love his story. What he's done for this club, it is unquestionable how valuable he's been for this club. To me, the fact that he hasn't been called into a single national team camp is kind of shocking with the impact that he has just as a leader. Um, but it also really questions what the front office has been doing for the last 4 or 5 seasons. It showed last year at the beginning of the year he missed 1 or 2 matches and then had was it the New York match? He came back and didn't look like himself, kind of rushed back and didn't look like himself. Really forced himself onto the pitch last in the playoffs last year, and it showed, which probably led to him missing, you know, all of this year so far, minus Sunday's match. So we need to find somebody, and then we thought we had him to kind of for Robin to hand over the reins of the defense to, and unfortunately, that player, ironically or not, got injured right before he signed. Um, so we pulled out of the deal. I can't recall the player's name at this time, but yeah, I mean, you know, we need that's where to me more even more so than left back. We need to find somebody that's able to fill his spot. Brecalo obviously isn't it. He's more suited in this league to play as a left back and not a center back. That showed yesterday. Um, and I think before we go out and try to find a left back, we need to really find a lockdown center back. Maybe it's
Something to say about
he's
Brecalo.
still a couple years. He's still a year or two away from that.
Yeah, I got something to say about Brecalo because word on the streets, the main streets of Orlando, is that Brecalo has in his head that he's a center back and he can't play anywhere else. And this is the thing, okay? Because I had a conversation with John and another person that will remain nameless, um, where I was arguing after listening to this gossip that Brecalo as a left back, in my opinion, you guys tell me, play beautifully to the point where we shipped out people because we didn't need them, right? And somebody needs to have a tent meeting revival spectacle with this man and let him know, bro, you're excelling in this position. Why you insist in playing as a center back? In my opinion, he excels as a left back. I don't understand his personal insistence. that is hurting the team. Okay, somebody needs to go and say, "Hey, you are doing beautifully here. You're contributing to wins. Why do you insist on doing something?"
David, we lost your audio. Um, but I mean, yeah, what David was saying. I mean, yesterday, yes, he was playing center back and a three center backs, three back system. And Brecalo did well, but he is not suited to be the second center back out of in a two center back system. Not at all. And Janssen, just because I said it, and then Neiman Grodna, and we'll get to the rest of the comments here in a moment. I did look it up. Neiman Grodna said Janssen played a couple games for the Swedish national team. He played one match in 2018, somewhere in the 2018 to 2019 season, which was prior to him signing for us. He signed for us in March of 2018. And this is according to FootMob. If you have evidence elsewhere, please let us know, because I'd love to learn more about that. But I was pretty I was fairly certain that he hadn't played any international football
Talking about
since he
Jansen.
played with us. Yeah.
Yeah. No, no. Yeah, I saw that comment. He did play for the national team, but he came to MLS and all of a sudden, it was not good enough. And that's a stigma that a lot of national team managers have. That if the player plays for MLS, is not good enough. But to finish my thought, back on Brecalo, is that somebody needs to tell the guy, listen, we are here to win football games, not to make you comfortable, because there's another rumor that the team has a short leash with the guy. They're not satisfied with his performance, and he may find himself on a ship to nowhere. So, Breckle, if you're listening to this, brother, listen to your heart and not to your brain, and play the position that you are best suited for. Otherwise, it's goodbye for you.
Yeah, and like I was saying, if we play in a primarily three back system like we did yesterday, three center back system like we did yesterday, he looks good as an outside center back. But it's when we play the two set with two center backs with that he seems to really struggle, in staying disciplined and really sticking to that role. Which some people aren't suited to play every position that a center back needs to play. I thought yesterday when it was him, Janssen, and Iago in there, the three of them worked very well together, looked very comfortable together. Um, and then, like I said, Iago goes down, and then not even 3 minutes later, after Iago is officially subbed off, Janssen goes down and is subbed off. So, um, to me, when that happens, when you have two center backs going off minutes apart, it's inevitable almost inevitable the other team is going to score, because that's just completely asking. Usually, you don't carry, you know, five center backs on a squad. You carry maybe four, um, and the way it went down just was, you know, not an excuse, because we should have been on the foot more and put more pressure on Columbus. There was, you know, at least three opportunities, two specifically that we should have scored on. One with Pasalic having the ball, and just choked on it, and then the same thing with Tiago. Um, a couple times with Tiago, and one specific, we had a 3-on-1 with the goalkeeper and
We didn't
couldn't
have
get.
I'm sorry, John. We didn't have a natural number 9, right?
No, we had Tiago and Ojeda playing up front, with Angulo. Cho, Tuesta, and Brian Ojeda, and Dorsey playing the midfield, and then Brekalo, Janssen, and Iago playing center back. And as much grief, speaking of which, while we're on specific, players and formations, as much grief as people have given, and not just us, people have given Crepeau, I thought he had a pretty nice game yesterday.
Yeah. But also, I feel like that's the thing, like with Crepeau, right? Like with these last few matches, we've just been leaving him out to dry, and then we're like, well, why aren't you saving all these shots? It's like, how many shots are you expecting a guy to save? Like to an extent. I mean, he hasn't had the best performance, but you know,
Well, we talked about it a little bit on extra time, and David G. Well, this is actually after extra time. We talked about it.
in extra time.
Not in front of camera, unfortunately. But it was funny because I was saying, to me, he's really not done that bad of a job
Yes.
outside of maybe a couple moments. And I specifically said first goal with Nashville, and then the free kick Messi scored against us. And he looked it up, and I don't remember exactly what the stats was, but basically you take out those two goals, and he's right in the middle of the pack with the league.
Okay.
And the stat specifically named those two goals, ironically, and I didn't even see in the stat because
Oh wow.
I don't have the patience. I want to have the patience to do everything David G does, but I don't have the patience to look at all the stats. But before we go much further, because we are getting backed up with
Comments.
comments, I'll bring them up if Ahmed, you want to read them.
Yeah. Sure. Sure.
Right there.
Yeah. Neiman Grodna says, when you hit the buttons as fast as you can, expecting ball to hit your side, kicking legs. And then Pause Putt says, I miss the old heart of the team. Side note, Adam, your dog trainer, love your videos. Yes, thanks. Shout out to Adam, your dog trainer, and Pause Putts for watching. It says this guy's an old school YouTuber legend for Orlando. Speaking of
Like
Adam, your dog trainer. Yeah, he is. He has some great videos on his channel. And then Neiman Grodna says, but I'll take the 1 point now. God, Griezmann is on the way. Listen, yes, he is on the way. If he were there, how big a difference, like if he was at Columbus with us, how big a difference do you think that game would have been?
I think we score at least one more.
Okay.
I do. I do think one of those opportunities that we had that we didn't even get a shot off. I think he finds a way to be in position for at least one of those.
Difference maker. Okay.
And just has the bravery to,
Just to take the chance.
Take the shot. Yeah, take the chance.
Yeah. Neiman Grodna says Janssen played a couple of games for Sweden's national team.
I missed one. I'm sorry. I went.
That's okay. And then Adam, your dog trainer said, thanks, Pause, love your live stream content also.
Beautiful.
Replying to you.
Yep. Yeah, I was just thanking them for watching through YouTube.
Yeah, we always appreciate you guys
Yeah.
choosing to be with us live.
Yes, thank you. And then Neiman says, we just need coach. Tossing all what I got around, just not get you more than 1 point. I agree. I mean, so let me ask you, gents. Do you think that we'll see a coaching change this season, or do you really think that we're gonna hold on to Perlman for the long haul? The reason I say that is because I was thinking about like when Messi came on, and you know how Inter Miami had just signed Tata Martino. They kept Martino. I think it was like was it till like the Leagues Cup, and then they sacked him, and then they brought in.
Season that they sacked him.
Was it an off season? Okay, and then they brought on Mascherano. So I almost feel like they brought Mascherano on because that's who Messi wanted. So
I do have some info on that because
Oh.
oddly enough,
please do share because I'm just curious because I can see us doing that. Not that I want to see us doing that, but I
Right.
can see us doing that.
what how it started is Phil Neville was the manager. Remember how they were like
Mm-hmm.
14th in the table. So
Yes.
they fire him. They bring Tata Martino for 2 games where he was dog water because he obviously had the team that they had at the time. Summer window comes in, Messi comes in, and then all of a sudden, magically, by a Old Testament type of miracle, this team finally starts getting all these players on loan and on TAM. If you believe that that was legal, I got news for you. I suggest that if she told you that not to worry about that guy, worry about that guy. If that happens to all guys, that's not true. Everything you've been told is a lie if you believe that's true. So, and then they did a huge push. They were gifted the League's Cup because that was complete and utter corruption. And then in the then they went on. They failed to make playoffs because they were too far deep. Which is what I told the guys. I'm talking to the audience now. I told the guys that my fear is that by the time Griezmann and company and our new manager come on, we can't be too far deep because then the playoffs are an impossibility. So what we heard, and we were gonna talk about it, is that the team is probably gonna put all the eggs on the Open Cup basket because our MLS competition there is not that great. Not like we're world beaters, but out of the teams that are in the Open Cup this year, we probably have the best talent. Because by preventing the champion to go defend the championship means that the best team of last year can't compete this year. So you are depleting the Open Cup of the talent, right? By saying, "Oh, these teams did great, so we're gonna keep in Leagues Cup, and these teams did not do so great, so they're gonna be an Open Cup." An oxymoron. So that's the situation. I think that what you're gonna see on Wednesday is gonna surprise all of you. That being basically asking for the kids. The team knows they can't afford to have a cup set. I believe we have 2 games before the break for the World Cup, so we are going to be investing in that. So to me, that's the situation. I Martin, good dude. He has a lot of respect. I have said it before. Martin and I share a whole lot, religion, ethnicity, all that, and I think he's a nice guy. But this is not about being nice. This is not about being likable. This is about winning football games, man. And I just don't see it. I just don't see it.
Oh, your
The
mic
way
muted,
we're
David. Or we
Okay, can you
lost
hear
your
me
mic
now?
again.
Yeah, I can hear you.
Oh
Okay,
man,
great.
it
So
was he was
if
getting into it too.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay, if you can hear me,
All
John,
right,
I
you
will
can
hear.
hear me, right?
Okay, awesome.
I can hear him. I can hear you too, Ahmed.
Okay.
Uh,
Oh, that
Keep
was me.
going, David.
okay.
That was
So
me. It
so to
must have been me.
finish, that's to me that's a situation we cannot sustain the way we're playing under Martin Perelman. That's a reality. If I lose friends and fans and whatever, that's fine. I'm in a mood where I just want to win football games for once. And he has a tall task this Wednesday and this Saturday. Let's see if he can deliver.
Yeah, I mean, I haven't heard that like specifically we're going just after the Open Cup. I mean, really, by the time June and July get here, when I've heard we're supposed to be bringing in a manager, we'll honestly probably be out of it. Because I mean, to me, yesterday Perriman completely showed he was out of his eyes and above his head. Tiago was looking like he was getting tired. He was getting pushed around a lot there late in the second half. Um, and so to me, it would have made sense even when we brought on um, Tahir Reed Brown. Um, for Janssen, it would have made sense to bring in another substitution. Now I know Duncan was out, but Ellis was right there on the bench, you know, and I just don't understand why we. Yes, we had the concussion substitution, but we literally used our 3 substitution windows on 3 substitutes. There needed to
Yeah.
be a little better game management on the side of um, Perriman yesterday. I feel like they should have substituted better. You know, I just I don't I never seen that. You know, I understand like things kind of went awry when with your 2 center backs getting injured like they did, but you still have to. Part of being a good manager is having a backup plan to the backup plan to the backup plan. And it just seemed like plan A went awry when Iago and Janssen went down, and he panicked and just said, "Put him in," and put him in, and then we were stuck with who we had.
Yep.
Made 1 substitution in midfield, um, didn't make any on the attack, and it's just like, so everything I'm hearing, we're getting a manager during the World Cup window, during those 2 months. Now, if we're still an Open Cup, that'd be amazing. But this team really is kind of preparing for the sprint season of 27, forward. But they understand that they have to get somebody in now because they understand that if they don't and this continues, that they're going to lose the majority of the fan base.
Welcome, Luke.
Hi, how are you?
Welcome to the party, my friend.
So what subject are we on now?
Well, we're just talking about the game on Sunday.
Oh,
The win.
the win.
Everybody's bashing on Luke that he was taking a nap.
Oh my gosh.
Please, people, give me a break. I've had a long week.
College. He had a long week last week.
Adam, the dog trainer, says, "Man, guys, it could be worse. We could live in Philly." He's not completely wrong. Oh gosh.
So, Luke, Ahmed asked the question. Basically, do you think we're going the full season without a manager or getting a new manager?
Mate, with this institution, I have no idea. I genuinely don't. I don't have a clue. It's just so unorthodox at the moment. I didn't think, and it's unorthodox in both ways, right? Like in the sense of, wow, we're doing some really, really, really questionable and bad stuff, and wow, we got Antoine Griezmann. Like I would have never I just don't know what we're doing. I don't like. I'm saying that as in not like in the sense of a negative connotation. I genuinely don't know what we're doing. Like this institution is holding their cards really close to the really close to them, not allowing anyone to see, even their own fans. And I just don't know what's next. I don't. So, you just this club's in a very confusing time. You know, I haven't got a clue what's going to happen next. At this rate, we might sign freaking Ronaldo. It's genuinely like everything's up in the air. I think where this uncertainty is just, like we could lose to FC Naples, we could not.
Please don't say that.
I
know we could. I know we could. I just don't even want to
That's how
think.
up in the air. Our institution is what's happening on the pitch. It's just incredibly unpredictable. It's incredibly volatile.
Yeah.
And we could lose to FC Naples. We could not. I hope we don't, and we most likely won't. But it's like the FA Cup. Anything could happen.
let's go down that rabbit hole for a second. I'm glad that Luke brought it up. Um, I have to tell you, these side quest tournaments can be interesting. We saw Lawton Town lift the Virtu Cup,
Yeah.
formerly the Papa John's, right, Luke? That's what it was before that.
Yeah, it's something. It's the EFL trophy or vase or whatever.
The FA Cup. I mean, no, it's not the FA Cup. There is the EFL trophy.
Yeah, it was
Yeah, yeah.
it was the EFL. No, it was the EF. It was like the EFL vase or I don't even know.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah,
So it changes names all the time, and so it's just cash for the club. To me, Open Cup, our version of the FA, for those that do not know, is an important tournament. It's the longest one since 1917, only interrupted by the pandemic in 2020, 2021. Um, and like I said before, we're putting all our eggs on the basket because making playoffs the way we're playing is going to be very difficult. Right now, we're shooting for that playing game. I can't believe I'm saying this, but that's exactly what we're doing. um, is a doable. We can actually win this tournament. We can actually win this tournament. The talent is depleted. And who are we facing this Wednesday? We're facing a team two divisions below us. No disrespect to Naples. They're doing great things. They're lighting the fire down in Southwest Florida. Them and
Both
Paradise.
metaphorically and literally.
Yes,
There was a
Paradise
huge
is playing.
fire in Naples today.
Was that?
There was a forest fire in Naples
Oh,
today.
I did not know that. So my apologies. Somebody got offended.
I know.
There's also Paradise FC over there in Sarasota. So you know, I find this part of the tournament beautiful because we get to play local. A team that is anything but the Rowdies. I believe to me that rivalry is dead. We have proven that we are the better organization. We're the better team. They have never beat us. They're not gonna start now. Naples is making a meal out of this. People are excited about this game, and I'm happy for them because I know what it feels like to be on those shoes when we were in USL and we had Dallas with Pappy at the time come to town, and that was a big deal. So what we heard is that the team is not gonna play the kids. The team is gonna put a MLS starter lineup because they don't want to let this get out of their hands. So with that said, I think that what needs to happen this Wednesday is we need to go there and make an example of Naples. There's nothing more beautiful than scoring a ton of goals for guys to get their confidence back. Because Saturday we're playing Houston at home. Houston that lost got their butts handed to them this past weekend, and I feel that if we win the Open Cup game and we go and get 3 points from our visitors, then we can start our 1980s movie montage with Eye on the Tiger playing in the background, and
Rocky
you
montage.
know
Rocky montage.
right. This is Rocky running up the library steps.
Yeah.
We have to get the people excited because the people are not excited right now. I can tell you that, man. You know, I was talking to guys during the extra last week, where for a team that is doing this bad, the fact that people are still insane about collecting the Irish bottles, the Irish whiskey bottles, and buying jerseys and going. They unfortunately I had tickets. I couldn't make the barbecue event on Thursday, an event that was very well attended, even though it was afternoon on a weekday. Wrong choice in my opinion because work kept me away. But people are still behind this team. Not like Atlanta, not like all the other teams that go through bad times and nobody shows up to the games. Our people still there. Why? Perhaps perhaps is because in Orlando we have I would say we're used to mediocre teams, and we just it doesn't
You nailed
surprise.
it. You nailed it.
There
Sorry.
you go, bro. And I finished with this because I know Luke is foaming at the mouth. I'm gonna release the Englishman on you guys in a second. The fact is, my friends, that while all that is fun, and my respect my respect to the people that went to LA to see that debacle, my respect to the people shelling out up to $50 for a bottle of, in my opinion, crappy whiskey. There goes the team's goodwill when I say that. But
Hey,
the
we never
fact
said it was good, David. It does the job, though.
hey, listen,
They should give it out at the games. That's what
in an
I'm
right, yeah, they should giving out shots in an emergency. Any tool is a hammer. So I would say this: the fact of the matter is, my friends, is that if the team wants to get back in our good graces, go out there and win games. Go out there and win games, and on the second half, kick towards the wall. Every time I watch a game, I think of
Yes.
Luke, and
Yes.
I can't
he's
get it out of
getting
my head.
he's hyping you up, Luke. He's getting you ready to go.
Go ahead, bro.
Yes. Yes.
Quick, David, next year in the winter of 2027 and 2028, when we have our first actual cold home game, you're going to be thankful that Jameson is a sponsor of Orlando City.
For
This is
sure,
this
for
is
sure. You know,
this
I
is
said
not an
that.
advertisement for Jameson. We're not sponsored by Jameson. I just know from experience, nothing warms you up quite like a shot of Jameson.
I'm
out
gonna have to
cold.
try. I never have. I never have. So I gotta try. The only thing I know about Jameson is that an actress of doubtful reputation liked that drink and used that as a stage name. That's all I know about it. So there you go.
Adam, I never said it was good whiskey. I just said it does the job.
Oh my
It does the
god.
job.
Oh no.
Oh my gosh.
I'm
All
joining
right.
mid podcast, and this is what I've.
Yeah, yeah. Listen, we never said we were top quality. We're just five guys that like football, and there's that. So, but listen, on the Open Cup, guys. In all seriousness, um, I mean, I feel that we have a very good chance. Last year, I felt that we had a very good chance. We laid an egg tactically by resting people when Nashville came here with.
We didn't rest anybody, David.
Did we?
We did not. Nashville's the one we got coached off the pitch against Nashville in the
Okay.
Open Cup.
Yeah, I remember
They
it was a
rested
situation
players.
like that. Yeah.
Bonnie didn't play. Their striker didn't play. Zimmerman, I think, was injured and didn't play.
Yeah, it was like their B team. They said, right? Was
Yeah,
it-
they're the ones that
Absolutely.
rested people, and they ran us off the pitch in our house.
Wow.
We got
They
absolutely.
you block memories when you go through traumatic events. So, listen, nothing against that. I mean, Nashville, they recover, and this is one of the things I argue with people. Nashville, they went through their pain. They got rid of Smith and Gary Smith and former Stevenage manager. I always have to mention that. And the fact of the matter is that they got rid of him because it wasn't working out, and then they missed the playoffs. They got BJ Callahan, and look at them now. In 2 windows, he got them to be a winner. We can do the same thing. We can do the same thing. And they will tell you that they're like, hey, we wish we could have had the money and the drive to get somebody like Griezmann. They don't have that. I don't think they need it, but because they're a very good team. But
We need it.
we need man, we need
We
20
need
PCs
something.
immediately stat. But
So, but what I
Right.
was going to say was, right, is that at this moment in time, if you look over the history since we've joined the league, we are over history, right? We are the perennial losers.
The lovable losers, I call us.
We are the perennial losers. We are one of the worst teams to come into the league at the moment. In the Eastern Conference, I'm not counting the West because, we only play the West every once in a while. I'm talking about the Eastern Conference specifically. If you look at the teams, like Nashville, Chicago, Inter Miami, New York, MLS Cup, Inter Miami, MLS Cup, like Toronto, MLS Cup, Red Bulls Supporters Shield. You look at every single team over history, they have done something. Even Atlanta, even like we are like Philadelphia, they're down there. Supporters Shield, Columbus, support like MLS Cup, Cincinnati
and
support.
Porter Shield.
Yeah, like we are the perennial losers. Like that we've not won anything. Like apart from an Open Cup. I don't care what people say about the Open Cup. Yeah, we played all the games at home and beat a USL team. We cannot hold on to that forever. Like it's if we beat an MLS side, I would have been fair enough. We beat an
And
MLS.
won 2 of the matches on penalties.
Yeah. And like but we are the perennial losers. Like we're the team that nobody really cares about. We are to call us mediocre is
Guys, we won the Open Cup 4 years ago.
I know, right? That's good.
4 years ago.
That's good enough for some people, not for me.
No, not for me. Yeah. In that same time, from 2020 to 2026, basically this decade, we have seen Columbus lift the trophy twice. One of them going steamrolling us in our own house, okay, on the way to a championship, and
Schlegel.
then we have seen, yeah, I know. Then we have seen Philadelphia win two supporter shields. Okay, so and we had to sit there and watch Messi and the Barca boys
Yeah.
lift a trophy, and you gotta ask yourself, in 12 seasons we have witnessed teams arrive in the league years after we've been toiling away and just win it all, and I have to say that I personally am tired of the situation with the club when it comes to
Well,
that.
and don't forget, David, not to cut you off, don't forget Cincinnati going from wooden spoon to winning the Supporter Shield.
Yes, and they could have had eliminated Miami on the way to Leagues Cup and and Open Cup, but c'est la vie, I guess. The to me the situation it has to change, and that's why Ricardo is telling me what I want to hear. I'm not gonna lie to you. I hear a bunch of things that we're not free to share right now, but the club is doing everything in their power to turn us into a powerhouse. Okay, jury's still out on that. But the fact of the matter is, my friends, I would love, what was great about the USL era is that we won games, man. We won games, and we scored tons of goals. We consider a ton of goals, but we scored a lot of goals. And right now, we have scored this season, I believe, 4 goals, right? I
6.
think. How many?
6 is what.
6
Yeah.
with a negative different with a goal differential of -18. That's scary, if you guys ask me. Scary, scary.
Yeah, I mean, if we make it to June or July, whatever, the World Cup break, and we're still in the Open Cup, I'd say, okay, go for you could say we're going for it. But the way this team's playing, especially with the next match, most likely playing an MLS team, which I believe would be Charlotte, um, away from home. You know, I just don't see us advancing.
Let me tell you guys who's playing this Wednesday. Okay, Louisville City against Austin, New England Revolution against Rhode Island FC. Sorry, Detroit against Chicago. We have Westchester Soccer Club. I'm assuming this is like a non-league team against NYCFC, which NYCFC probably in traditional fashion will manage a way to lose that game too. Every year is the same thing. Then you have the Switchbacks, the Colorado Switchbacks against SKC, and then you got Colorado against Union Omaha, Sacramento Republic against Minnesota, and Naples. Oh, I'm sorry. That's the games that I just told you are Tuesday, so tomorrow or today, as you're listening to this when it drops on audio, and then you have on Wednesday Naples against Orlando, 7 p.m. By the way, it's gonna be on YouTube. Then you have Charlotte against Charlotte Independence. This is a derby, and they're not even calling it that way because our league, they can't recognize there's other leagues out there. Then you have Chattanooga FC against Atlanta. Sorry, somebody's casting on the phone on the TV. My apologies. So Charlotte FC is playing against Atlanta United. Knoxville FC is playing against DC. Then you have New York Red Bulls against Pittsburgh Riverhounds. That's a tough team to play, by the way. Then you got the Richmond Kickers against Columbus Crew. You got Houston against El Paso Locomotive. You got St. Louis against Tulsa. And you got San Jose against Phoenix Rising. And I believe those are all the teams. If you look, there's a ton of USL League One teams that are gonna be playing. So this round, you have to be very, very unlucky not to move on if you're an MLS team. And then after that, it seems that we're gonna be facing an MLS team. So hopefully, it's a team
Yeah,
that
if we win and it's a quote unquote wash. New England beats Rhode Island. We play New England. At New England. And
winnable game.
This time of year, you never know what the weather's going to be. It could be snowing today, and 2 days from now, it could be 70 degrees.
But to me, it's a winnable game. That New England is having an awful season, and who knows?
Not as bad as us.
Yeah, I know, but who knows? Rhode Island, they're no pushovers. They are I want to say 2024 USL champions. So and supporter shield winners of that year as well. So this guy's got some talent. I believe some Orlando City
New
alumni
England
plays
has
for that team.
triple the wins we have and double the goals we have on the season so far.
That's New England.
Yes. So to say they're having a bad season is,
Yeah.
they beat Cincinnati 6-0. They only gave up 1 goal to Red Bulls.
They
They
beat
beat
Cincinnati
Montreal
6
3
nothing.
to 0. I'm sorry.
They beat Cincinnati 6 nothing.
Beat Cincinnati 6-0.
Wow. Okay.
Um, Lost to Nashville 4-1. Lost to New York Red Bull 1-0. And then lost to St. Louis 3-1. That's their 3 losses this season. Their 3 wins are against Montreal, DC United, and Cincinnati.
All right.
They're sitting 8th on the table right now.
Yes, which takes us to Saturday. Houston has a big week ahead of them. They're going out to El Paso on Wednesday, and then after that they are coming to town. Their last game was a 6-2 loss against Colorado. Um, just like John said, let's see, on
Can
the
we
west.
back up and talk about the game against Naples a little more?
Oh, sure. Yeah.
I heard we're gonna do kind of a hybrid model where We're gonna rest some guys. They'll be available on the bench. And we're also gonna play some of the younger guys. Particularly we're gonna rest guys that have had injuries this year, like Atuesta, like Dorsey, Janssen. Obviously, hopefully his injury was just precautionary or a cramp. Um, Duncan will probably be out. So I mean, I think if we just ran OCB out there, we'd win comfortably. I mean,
I'll be
the
honest with
difference
you.
in the
I hate hybrid lineups. I hate,
yeah.
I hate them. I think they're worse. I think they're the worst idea of all time. Why would you get a hybrid lineup with starters and like B team players? They don't play together. Just do one or the other. Like
Maybe
get
train
an
together.
entire team that plays together, like the first team, or get an entire B team that they also play together. Like, why would you add bits and pieces of different players to try to play a style of play which we don't even have a style of play? I don't even know. Oh no.
Well, that's about it though. We don't have a style of play
We
right now.
don't. We don't have one,
We don't know who we are right now, and
we don't have an identity. Like, who is? If there was a question that people pose, who is Orlando City? I can't tell you. I wouldn't be able to tell you for the last 5 years. We are.
the last 5 years, I can tell you, score a goal or two, and then park the bus and
No,
hope we
but
don't get up.
like, I'm saying that in the sense of I don't even know who we are. Like,
Yeah,
we're just so. I don't know. Oh no, this team.
but I
I'm
mean,
never gonna stop
like I said,
supporting it though.
no, like I said last week, I mean, for whatever reason, my X feed has had FC Naples on there. I guess it's because I liked our posts about the Open Cup, and the algorithm just started putting them on there. But this is like the biggest sporting event they've ever had over there.
Yeah, they're only 2 years old.
No, I'm saying they're calling it the biggest sporting event in
Yeah.
like Naples history.
If they go on to beat us, which they could, I'm just saying.
No, for sure. They're
What
coming
a
all guns
time!
blazing.
They've caught us in a right style.
Listen, anything is possible. It's just like the sunken treasure.
I mean, we said all the time, football is played on grass, not on paper. So, we're giving our
Yeah,
opponent all the
I
respect.
just see it. Why don't lads? Why don't I see us winning that game? Like, why?
Because you have been following Orlando City for a long time.
Like, why don't I see us winning that game?
And the game, because the games we should win, we
We
don't.
don't. We don't.
That's why. That's why. Because when we were at our best, when you could sit here and argue with anybody about our rosters, and when we had with Oscar, anytime we had our best teams, we would still not win the games we should. We used to always argue about how we were a very giving
Yeah,
team,
it's
and the
just.
games we were supposed to win, we don't. And the ones that you don't expect us to win, we win. So that, my friend, is why you think that.
I
Because
know.
That's, that's what
I don't. It seems like it's near damn impossible that we're not gonna win this game. I
that's
just.
why our third kid is gonna be a Salvation Army uniform.
I know.
You guys did not know that?
You're right. We are a charity case. We're just handing out records like it's a bloody charity shop. Like we're gonna have Goodwill bloody mate as like the kit sponsor.
No kid. Goodwill. Oh man, you know what? Anybody out there, if we have people that are crafty, let's put out kits with Goodwill as a sponsor. I
oh my god.
enough said.
The one Jim D did on Saturday was pretty brilliant.
I'm sorry. I just went off. I don't really
Did you
think
guys
on
see them?
any of these things.
No.
There is, by the way,
Let me
Oh wait, the red one?
there's nothing wrong with shopping at
Well, he did
Goodwill.
a red one and a purple one
I saw the red one. The
Oh
red
yeah,
one
with
was
with the wooden spoon
with
instead
the
of the
wooden
lion
spoon.
head.
Yeah,
Yeah. Which, by the way, listen, it's to me, is healthy that fans are making fun of this stuff. It says we don't take ourselves seriously. We understand it's entertainment. I mean, I find it hard when people make the club like their personality. Like if the team loses, they have a bad week because of it, or if the team is winning, they feel that they're on top of the world. I do have a huge problem with that because you should be happy with your personal life, period, and your personal achievements. But at the same time, it shows that we are in a healthy place if we can have fun and laugh at ourselves.
Yeah,
You
Um,
it's
have to.
it
now
just
you have
shows what it shows, right? It's like when somebody goes to you and somebody said to me that it's like, I'm sorry to disappoint you or something. I'm like, mate, I'm an Orlando fan. I'm a Blackburn fan. I live in a constant state of disappointment. Nothing can disappoint me. I said, whatever you can say, it can never get topped. Even
no, for
though
sure.
Blackpool look like they're still staying up this season, so up the lads.
There you go, guy. There you go.
That's the only positive I have in my life at the moment.
As far as sports go.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Well, I mean, not for nothing. Like I'm gonna say it. I think in Orlando there's a lot of stuff happening. It seems like we are the only team in town that it can't get it together, but we will get there. We will get there.
Yeah.
I
I
mean, the Magic have been around for what 30 years at this point, and they haven't won anything.
Who?
Yeah, they have a finals appearance, but
Who?
the Magic.
Oh yeah,
We're not talking
2009 was
about.
the last
Oh,
year.
hold on. Wait a minute, John. We're not talking about that.
Well, no, David just said all the other teams in Orlando seem to be able to get it together,
Oh
and
yeah,
they're
no,
doing
but
it
I'm saying like we don't
professional
we can't we
teams.
aspire to be more than that. Like that's
Exactly.
like we don't want to put us in the same bracket as them.
No, I'm not. I'm just making a point that the
Yeah, I
Magic
know, I know.
never got it together. They lost Shaq, they lost Dwight, and they got blown out their only finals appearance. So
Well, there was two finals, 94 and 2000.
94, yeah,
Yeah.
that's right. Got blown out in both. I don't. Med, you got to restart your computer now. But yeah, I mean, Luke's right. There's just no way. Like, there's no way we should lose on Wednesday. But there's just that gut feeling that I know Luke has, and a lot of other people have, that there's that bit of doubt, especially the way the team has been playing. Now, yesterday gave me a little bit of hope, and I mean, it's interesting. I did it on. Actually, I believe I did. I can't remember if I did it. No, I did it last week on the main show. I went on Transfer Mark, Luke, and to see what the transfer values are of Naples, and it's not. I think their highest guys, like their goalkeeper, at like 300K.
What?
It's like the
Yeah,
roster is like $1 million and ours is like 44.
yeah. I'll tell you. Hold on.
So while John is looking for that, yeah, I mean listen. There shouldn't be a reason on this side of the universe in our galaxy that we lose that game. But like Luke has eloquently put it, this is Orlando City, and we're gonna Orlando City our way into things. And if that means,
I'm gonna make it freaking
which by the way,
difficult.
Luke, you probably remember this. We lost again. We lost at the 120th minute against the Florida Strikers on our last in 2016 in the Open Cup to be
I
eliminated
do remember that. Yeah.
by an ASL team on a game that the club decided not to broadcast. Very smart decision. So if you were not at the game, you couldn't watch it. And then you had a Miami FC come to town and embarrassed us in our own house. Miami FC.
No. Sorry, that was my phone. I had a
It's all
text
good.
message from my
It's all
mom.
good. And what else? What other games have we? I think those are the two
We
oh
lost to Miami FC in 18, 17.
yeah,
17.
Jacksonville Armada eliminated us as well.
I'm just bringing up just games in general
Oh.
that we just should have won. Like what, guys? The Red Bulls game at home at the Eastern Conference Final.
I got transfer marked up now. Naples' highest valued player is their goalkeeper. It's worse than I said it was, at 175,000 euros.
What?
Yeah, their total market value of the club, so all the players combined, is 1.64 million euros. Our combined,
They're a non-league club.
I mean, there's the third division.
Yeah, the USL League One.
Yeah, they're a non-league club basically.
Our total market value is 48.5 million euros. Sorry, I'm not doing the calculation. And our highest value player at the time is Tincho at 8 million. So it's, I mean, and our least valued player, squad player, is Sarjan and Ellis don't have a value yet.
Well, they don't have one because they can't, because they've never been sold.
Otero is our lowest valued player at 150K. The next lowest is Tahir Reed Brown at 200K. And Naples has 8 players. 9 players that don't have a value.
Yeah.
So, I mean, there's just on paper, there's absolutely zero. There's no way that that we should lose.
Well, since we're running out of time, what's your expectation, guys, for Houston?
Houston?
Yeah, we're full this Saturday.
Yeah. Sorry, we were just on Naples, so I was focused on that.
Yeah. No, I hear you, brother. No, I said because we're running out of time.
But Houston, I was like, Houston. By the way, I should be there at that game. About time. I don't know. Like I don't know a lot. I've been out of the loop for an entire week.
Well, we're playing them at home.
We are playing them at home. They're 12th in the West. They've lost their last 3.
Yes.
Oh.
They're on free fall.
Yeah. They lost their last 3. Haven't they?
That means they're gonna win 5-0 at Orlando because we are Charity FC.
We are absolutely Salvation Army. Goodwill.
I think it all depends, honestly.
The Goodwill kit's coming soon. Please drop
As
it.
bad as it is, I think it all depends on if Janssen plays or not.
I agree. The drop was
There's one thing about Houston. I don't know if you recognized it or not. Or is that them? No, that's not them. No.
They got Antonio Carlos as a CV.
They don't. Have they drawn any games?
No.
They've never drawn a game. No. So they either win or lose. They've not drawn a game this season. So I don't know. That's a very interesting game. Very even game. We should win it because we're at home. That's the only thing I should say. Like, they're another struggling team in the league. So winning should be on the table. That's all I'm saying.
Absolutely.
Anything less? Wow. Panic stations. So I don't even know. If we lose, then, I'll be looking at Mr. Moreira in that context than other people at the higher ups.
He's aware, Luke. He's aware that you're giving him the stick.
I am. Well, obvious. It's his job. Like.
Oh, listen, he's welcoming that. I can tell you that.
Yeah, I know. I'm glad he's welcoming it because it just shows I'm never gonna sugarcoat anything. Never. I'm never gonna be PR trained. I'm never gonna sell my soul for a PR badge.
So
Okay.
the only common opponent we have with Houston right now is LAFC, at least at quick glance.
What was that about? So what was that score
Um,
against them?
they lost 2-0. LAFC at 71% of the possession.
We lost 6, didn't we?
Nearly 700 passes LAFC had. My goodness.
Flipping heck.
Either they are that good or Houston and Orlando are that bad. I mean, can be both.
Antonio Carlos got a red card in the game.
I mean, I'm going to be honest with you. LA are a good team
Doc
this
got a
year.
red card in the game, both for Houston.
LA are a good team this year. But we're just awful. Like,
I mean, when you have a bad team and a good team come together, there's magic on the pitch for the good team. That is.
and if you get 2 bad teams on the pitch, you get Blackpool versus Stevenage.
Hey, we won that game, so I'm not gonna. And by the way, listen, on the Stevenage minute of this podcast, my team has played friends teams, so they defeated Blackpool. This past Saturday, they beat our good friends too's Bradford City, and on a very personal derby close to my heart, Stevenage against our good friend Tom Lord's Bolton tomorrow. So I believe that game is at Bolton. So it's gonna be interesting. So
It's all right, mate.
I,
It's
wa- I, wa- I,
like,
wa- I want to sweep all my friends this year. Sweep them and consolidate for the playoffs.
it's all right,
We're going
mate.
to Wembley, baby.
You know, you might get to Wembley, you might go up, and then you'll go straight back down and get battered by like I don't know.
Who knows?
You'll probably play.
That's football. We got
Don't worry, I'm
the-
excited to see you play Tottenham next season.
Hey, listen. All the people are having worse seasons. I mean, you could be Sheffield Wednesday
You could
going
beat
down
Tottenham.
going down on deductions alone.
Tottenham are going down. I'm putting it out there. If you're a
Wow.
Tottenham fan, good luck because
This
you
is
are
what their first time in 54 years out of the EPL. If that happens,
something like that.
wow, that's insane.
I think they're going.
Yeah, but if they go down, they're gonna come right back up. You know that.
Doesn't matter. Look, seeing just Tottenham in the Championship is fantastic.
That's evil, but I'd take it.
Well, like,
I mean, Saturday I just want to see a complete performance. I want to see us come away with points. I want to see us have a chance to win it. Yesterday you knew once Columbus tied it up that we had virtually no chance of getting a late winner. I just want to see a complete performance. I want to see our midfield do something. I feel like our midfield.
What midfield? What midfield? What midfield?
what midfield?
Exactly. Our midfield's been non-existent this season. I mean,
Please.
hats off to Martin Ojeda for playing a position that I don't think he's ever played professionally.
What game are we on right now? Sorry, I'm completely
The game
out.
Saturday.
Okay, please kick towards the wall in the freaking second half. Sick of it. I'm outraged.
God.
I'm outraged by it. I'm so sick of it.
You know what? We're gonna speak it into existence, Luke.
No,
we have said
we
things
need
on
to
the
speak
show.
to your mate. We need to speak to your mate about it.
Listen, we're going to because we have said things on the show. The team reacts. Please, listen. I have two theories, Luke. Either we're losing the coin toss, which we can be losing the coin toss every week, and the other one is by choice.
Yeah,
And it is by choice.
And if it's by choice, then we're stupid.
Listen, if we even did that on the preseason, which I couldn't believe it. So if that's the case, that is by choice. There's a
OCB
fan.
did it too against Inter Miami too.
They did, right? Oh, yeah, I remember because I remember hearing Luke scream. to the heavens. So yeah, man. I mean, hopefully
We
can.
lose a 50-50 chance 100% of the time, apparently. That's how
Well,
stupid.
no, if, like I said, if it's a coin toss, then yeah, don't play the lotto.
Yeah, if we're losing a 50-50 chance 100% of the time, I hope nobody has a gambling addiction in our team.
No, okay. Well, if you've been putting a 5 or a 10 on Orlando City since the season started, my heart goes out to you because
Yeah, if you've been doing a coin toss for Orlando ever since the season started, good luck because we're going to lose it every single freaking time. No. Yeah,
Quick note going back to Wednesday. I just hope nobody gets injured because they're playing on plastic.
we are playing on artificial turf, aren't we?
yep. I mean, no different than Charlotte or Chicago
Did the same thing
or
when we
Atlanta.
play those
Yeah.
places too.
So let me take the opportunity to wish all the fans that are going down to Naples, which is a large contingent, all the best getting there and back safely. Remember, don't drink and drive. Don't act stupid. You'll represent the club. Just go buck wild, but just not enough that you're gonna end up at the I think it's Collier County down there.
Yep.
Yeah, You don't want that. You don't want that because
Or if you do, make sure you have bail money.
right in a ride back, and a ride back because that's far. I'm not picking anybody up.
I know a lot of I know at least one of the supporters groups takes a as a bus that people can go on.
Yeah, go have fun. Go see the United States smallest post office. Go out to the Everglades. Do whatever you gotta do. But just I want everybody to come back. In all seriousness, unfortunately, our overseas teams have to deal with this every season where we lose a fan on traffic accidents or situations like that. That's the way it is. So we don't want that to happen. We just want everybody to go to the football and come home. Everybody should. And that's it. Let's go. Let's be rowdy and let's show the state of Florida that there's only one team that can move the masses. That where people do not chant the name of a player, they chant the name of the club. They're all about the badge, all about the colors, all about the institution. That's Orlando City. So I go make us proud. And to the players, go give them hell. And we'll be watching here from home or from my couch, simply because I have a high stressful job that doesn't allow me to take the day off to go to do this thing. So if you are going out there, you're privileged, and just go and do what you got to do, which is represent our club. Guys, final words.
Are you ignoring a comment that I posted up below there, David?
Was that?
Read the comment.
Oh, I see that. Okay. Cool. If you message me on X or Facebook or even even our accounts, I'll share that with you. Um. So. Oh. Oh, I got it, brother. I got it. I'm sorry. I was distracted. I get. It's a joke. Got it.
It's a joke. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. I thought he was asking me for my cell phone. Okay, I'll give it to. All right, cool. Sorry, bro.
We let it bounce off the walls a couple of times, and it finally.
Yeah.
finally.
What you guys don't see here is I'm controlling a toddler to stop grabbing the cables of my setup, and yeah. But anyhow, last word for me. Yeah, it's awesome. You know it. Trust me, you know it. It's been a long day, but for me, let's go win. And Saturday, let's get together. Let's reconvene because it's been a while since we had a home game. Let's reconvene. Let's support the boys. Guys, final words.
When.
I was just gonna say, win.
Steal it! No, I think we were all going to. Kick towards the wall in the freaking second half.
That should be Luke's closing comment every week until
Print
they do
T-shirts,
that.
brother. If we ever have podcast T-shirts, we're gonna print that.
Kick towards the wall in the second half. I think
Because
I'm
it's
gonna try to
not
make a. I'm gonna
difficult.
make a poster that says that.
Not difficult. Moreira, you watch this. I know you watch this, and I know you don't like me because I'm the most honest one on this podcast and the most unfiltered person on this podcast. Tell your freaking managers or somebody or this institution to kick towards the wall in the freaking second half. Please, it's not difficult. It's not.
When was the last time we actually did that? Do we
I
know?
don't know. I was
Listen,
probably 12.
look, I'm commitment to you. I'm gonna find out. I'm gonna do some research. I'm gonna find out because I gotta be honest with you. Jokes to the side, I don't remember, and I'm pretty good at remembering these meaningless things. But
I know for a fact there was one time in the League's Cup that we did.
It's not meaningless. It means everything.
no, I know, but I mean,
Not
in the big scheme
meaningless.
of things, I don't. Wow, bro. I will say maybe.
I know one of the League's Cup matches this past year we did kick towards the wall in the second half.
You know what? You know the last time I
Luke
think
celebrated like we had won the whole darn thing.
when we played Nashville, that the equalizer was by Rodrigo Schlegel at the death. I remember that because I was with friends from Stevenage on their second game
Oh, you mean again?
in Open Cup. This is like 2022. I think
Yeah,
it's
we
been
kicked.
that long.
So you mean the last time you remember we kicked towards the wall in the second half
Was
was
in
4
2022,
years
bro.
ago?
4 years ago.
17.
We kicked towards the wall in the second half against Columbus in 23.
Okay,
Came back.
right. That's
No,
when
you
That
lied.
makes it-
You
this is
lied.
making it even worse. This is making it even
Enrique
worse.
scored
You're
the two
proving
goals,
my
right?
point.
Well, yeah,
This
brother.
is-
We're going
This
back
is making
years.
it even worse. Oh
Years.
my god. Holy crap.
But I know that we did it in one of the League's Cup matches
Thanks, mate. So
last year.
making me feel
Luke,
you
we're
lot
proven
make-
that your point is proven. I think.
know.
I think, and I mean, do we really? Are wow? Holy shit!
I need a whole podcast on this.
Luke's just gonna say over and over again for an hour and a half straight.
I just saw the comment. Can we pull this up? You're damn right. It was.
Let's work on it. Hopefully, somebody in the front office is listening. And
Oh my
oh,
goodness.
by the way, quick thing on if you don't follow the club on LinkedIn, you should. If you are the club
Really?
posts a lot of important like business minded posts on that, and I'm learning a lot, and also I'm following a lot of the people that work for the club that not necessarily are on X, because what should they be exposed to animals like us? So so follow that. The post when Antoine Griezmann was announced had over 6 million interactions and beat anything Messi has been putting out for the past year. And I believe only one sports team had more interactions with their account than us. I think it was like a baseball team. I can't remember who it was, but kudos to the broadcast to the social media team. They're doing fantastic work this year. I know it has they cut some strays because when you're losing and there's not much positive to post, and people are gonna crap on you. So
Well, I mean, they didn't do it. I mean, they helped their engagement when they scratched the final score out against
right,
that.
right.
So,
Which I think they will want to take that back. Honestly, I
Yeah.
know the guy, and he's a good dude. So I mean, you live, you learn. I have said it before in football. When you make a mistake in your job, millions see it. When you and I have one, maybe 10 people, if lucky. So, but he follows us, so I'm gonna give him a thumbs up.
I still can't believe about that.
What?
About kicking towards the wall. Oh my god.
It's
Okay.
For those that haven't watched Extra Time, that's all Luke says. Anytime I ask him a question.
I'm gonna have to do a sound bite of that and just have it as a button that I could press, kind of like the
No,
Miguel
just
Gallardo sound clip.
No, if Morera, if you're listening to me, mate, I'm not gonna yell at you. I'm just gonna be very nicely aggressive to you and talk about why we aren't doing it. Give me a valid reason. Because if we're losing the coin toss, if we're losing a 50-50 coin toss 100% of the time, then
We need a new coin.
bloody hell, we might need to get a new coin. We might need to bid for a new, like a lucky pen. Like, if we have a lucky penny in the dressing room, please use it. Like, just, I beg. Like, something. I don't know. Just something. Because it's just incredibly unlucky if that's the case.
We're gonna go back to the days of putting rosemary on the post.
Or we could just go back to childhood or do, like, rock, paper, scissors or something like that.
We keep
I mean, as
losing.
bad as this team is at winning, we'd lose rock, paper, scissors every time, too.
I can't. Oof. Okay. All right.
All right, guys.
All right. So
Please wrap
we're,
it up.
we're gonna leave you the only way we know how, reminding you that football is played on grass, not on paper. That football is cruel and unpredictable. That football is a pound of talent and an ounce of luck. And if you have not cried for joy or anger over football, have you ever really footballed? For the entire crew here, please kick towards the damn wall in the second half. May God bless you. And as always, vamos, Orlando!